is an analyst on African security and a teaching fellow at the University of Aberdeen. Manu, thank you so much for your time. Were you surprised at all by what happened on Tuesday?
No, not at all. I wasn't surprised at all. As you perhaps well know, and your viewers will know, there have been quite a number of issues that have culminated to this event. The Malian people have actually been on the streets since 3 months now, demanding for Mr. Keita to resign. So this doesn't come as a surprise to me at all. There's a number of issues going on in Mali that have been going on since so many years today. And even Mr. Keita himself came to power promising to solve these fundamental issues. But for the past 7 years, it's now proved that he has failed, and the people went out to demand for his resignation, and he decided to cling on to power. So he gave the military and the people no other option than to do this.
How believable is the military's promise to hold fresh elections? How much history is there in Mali of the military being in power?
Well, what is the main problem is that the Malians don't trust the government that has just resigned. Neither do they really have full trust in the military that has just taken over. So the Malians wanted Mr. Keita to resign, and the military has given them that opportunity to see the back of Mr. Keita. But in terms of constructing a new Mali going forward, it's very doubtful of what role the military can sustainably play. The military itself is mired in quite a lot of corruption scandals, extrajudicial killings. So while people are celebrating that Mr. Keita is gone, they are not really celebrating the coming of the army. They're rather celebrating the going of Mr. Keita. So going forward is a real challenge. And this is an opportunity for everyone. I know the international community and every organization is condemning what has happened. But I think people need to take a step back and look and say, what is the real problems that the Malians are facing? What is the real problems that the common Malian people are trying to express? And how can these issues be genuinely addressed? It's only after that that we could really understand what is going on in Mali and solve it properly.
Manu, can you try to answer your own question, actually? Because I suppose the question that you're posing is whether Mali has reached a point where its challenges are almost insurmountable.
That argument could be made. So we could go back and say one of the key problems in Mali is climate change. 98% of Malian territory is threatened by desertification. That is a fact. Nobody disputes this. The second problem is population growth. So as the land, the habitable land is decreasing, the number of people demanding this land is increasing. So you have all the political issues that are associated with decreasing resources, yet increasing human demand. So the human security issues are there. Then you have the political issues where you have tribal groups fighting for their own types of state. You have Islamic group fighting for a Sharia-based kind of state. And you have these neo-colonial leaders like the Keita that's been resigning today, fighting for a liberal state. So you have both physical issues that you really can't do anything about and political issues that are very, very challenging to reconcile. And then the economic issues that are associated with all of these issues. So people start believing that if maybe my economic condition will be better if the state was according to my Islamic beliefs, or if the state was according to my traditional African beliefs, or if the state is according to the liberal neo-colonial beliefs that some people now have. So the main issue is the economic crisis that comes out of climate change, overpopulation, and then the beliefs or the ideologies associated in societal organization. These disagreements are at the core of political situation in Mali. So how do we resolve them? It's an issue for everybody to think about.
Absolutely. And at a moment of transition like this, quite often you get a purge of loyalists who were working with the previous administration. Keita has obviously been prime minister and then he's been president. There must be a lot of them. Would you expect a purge of those loyalists? And could that actually, in a way, sort of be bad for Mali? Because you need some people with experience to move forward.
True. So the military has a choice to do a purge or kind of take reinvented people from previous regime and continue, like you rightly said. But the problem is Malians want a break from the past. What happened in 2013 when Keita came is people put trust in him, hoping that he's going to solve the fundamental problems that I've just outlined. But he failed to do that. So people are reticent to pick someone similar to him to say he's going to solve our problems. So it kind of put the position where the military will want to purge everyone else associated with the past. But at the present time, you have the international community condemning the military, so they actually don't have that option of purging people. If they go around now, start slaughtering or killing people or exiling people, they will be condemned by everyone, including even some of the people that are demanding change. So it's a tight rope for them to have a break as well as continuity. So this is very, very difficult. But it's an opportunity. I would say this because the international community is hiding behind the constitution to say that what has happened is unconstitutional. Yes, it is, but the Malian people have been on the streets for the past 3 months demanding for Mr. Keita to resign. They were not on the streets for no reason. They have legitimate reasons why they went on the streets. So it's time to listen to the Malian people and say, what do you want? This ECOWAS and all of this African Union saying all of these things, they did not listen to the Malian people when the Malian people demanded to be listened to. Yeah. So to come and hide behind the constitution today and be saying we condemn, we close borders and all of this, it's not relating to the common Malian person on the ground. And when you talk to Malian people, they are saying their daily lives, what they're experiencing and what Mr. Keita has failed to deliver. And the people backing Mr. Keita or backing the constitution are now supporting what the Malians see as bad.
Sure. Manu, really fascinating analysis. Thank you so much indeed. Manu Lekunze joining us from Aberdeen.